Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a pick a card reading and it's going to be predictions for 2025. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So for this group, the first thing I'm hearing is if you are feeling or sensing some uncertainty right now, there's going to be, I want to say, peace of mind or the closure to something you have been worried about. There's a sense of tying loose ends and certain worries or concerns you had, say, in 2024 or in years prior are wrapping up, that is giving you this sense of clarity and knowing and truth as you move forward. But ultimately in 2025, I feel with this central card, Earth Healing, there's an energy here of love, nurturing, and connections. This could be really pouring into yourself, pouring into your family. For some of you, where it resonates, you could be starting a family or just giving a lot of energy to your family. I feel like 2025 as well, because I kept hearing simple pleasures. There's something about feeling more at peace or at home in your environment. I also am hearing things are going to work out in, I don't want to say miraculous ways, but I keep getting this message that if there's been something that you've been worried about or you couldn't figure out how to solve or fix, it's resolved with the Moon and the Six of Pentacles, especially in terms of, this could be like financial constraints or worries about either your finances or someone you love. There's this sense of peace of mind being restored and you're giving this feeling of being stable, right? I just heard as well trust restored. So if there has been some ambivalence or uncertainty, it's like now you're moving into an energy of being very grounded as well with this Earth Healing. This year as well for you, 2025, could be a year that kind of sets you up for years to come or sets you up for the future. So again, I keep getting this theme of either duality or being a level of uncertainty that then balances out and gives you complete clarity. So for some of you, you could be setting up a foundation, setting up a home as well. There's a sense here that now you've found your place in the world or you're feeling a lot more steady within yourself, especially in regards to your relationships also. I'm getting essentially, love, home, hearth, abundance, stability. These themes are coming in, very Taurian energy with these cards. And it's almost like something may resolve itself in such a way with the Moon and the Six of Pentacles that, you're grateful something didn't work out previously. With Two of Wands, Two of Coins, Five of Swords, there could have been some instability or uncertainty you were facing, but then when you see how things are going to play out or come together, especially toward the later half of 2025, I feel like there's this energy of being grateful that things happen the way they did. For some of you as well, with Earth Healing, it's like getting back to your roots. Now, this could mean many things. It could be culturally, it could be in regards to your family and relationship dynamics. It could just be getting back to yourself and simplifying your lifestyle, right? Being more focused on pouring back into self, doing the things that feel good for you. I just see this really beautiful, stable, nurturing energy. Your first oracle as well, you have Crystal Child, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. I'm thinking of that TLC song. I think it's Pretty, and there's a lyric in it that's like, I have to get rid of you and then I'll get back to me. There's something about coming back to self, right? Or removing distractions, pressures, outside external noise and distractions so that you can really focus on self. Not even just focus on self, focus on the people and the situations and the things that matter to you. Focusing on, it could be kind of removing toxic energies or environments or people that are draining your life force and bringing that energy back to yourself, your family, your home. For some of you, you may be a homebody, or you may be spending a lot of time with family, especially children. For those of you who are parents or who are becoming parents, I see a really strong emphasis on having that stable home base and creating a lot of stability in that home base. I also feel like there's going to be greater peace of mind in general. There's a sense of peace, well-being. I just heard soothing energy as well. With Six of Coins and Nine of Swords with this Wheel of Fortune, I keep getting this message that things are going, whatever you're worried about now or heading into 2025, it's going to resolve itself in really beautiful ways that you weren't expecting. There's a sense of closure, you know, happy endings, endings that, you know, ultimately work out for the best or leave you in a better position. Even if you don't see it at the get-go, or you don't see how something's going to resolve, I keep hearing there's going to be resolution and balance. And you're going to feel a lot more stable. Yeah, we have elders, spiritual mentoring, equality, stability, wisdom, experience, counsels. Again, with elders, I'm getting this family system, family dynamics, giving a lot of energy to your family and home. But with that, elders as well, with stability, I feel like you're creating or setting up a foundation for yourself, perhaps a foundation for a family. This could be buying a home, establishing a home. I'm just seeing in general that you're going to be feeling really grounded, like you've set roots. For some of you, when I was talking about getting back to your roots or getting back to your origin, that could also for you involve, you know, finding a home or finding a location where you really feel at home, right? Where you feel like you can settle. I just see you letting go of anything that's been worrying you, draining you, or depleting your resources, and only pouring energy into the people, the situations, and yourself that are, you know, that really matter. And that's why when I was get back to basics, it's like there could be a lot of emphasis on, you know, day-to-day activities, or how you're moving through your life day to day, in the sense of your level of presence, your peace of mind, how you feel in your environment. I also am getting, for some of you, you may be simplifying your lifestyle, because when I see this, I always get kind of like earth healing. It makes me think of, you know, a greener lifestyle, whatever that means for you. It could be, you know, eating in a way that's more natural and wholesome, gardening, being in nature. I'm getting a really, you know, pared back or simplified lifestyle that lends and brings greater rewards. Your definition of success and happiness may be shifting as well. There could have been a huge shift in what you prioritize and what really matters to you, because I just see a really strong focal point on, you know, your family, your connections, and your well-being as well. Well, your well-being, but the well-being of everyone you love. Cosmic heart source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you, you're finding your true home. That also can include, obviously, within yourself. The truest home is obviously our own being, our own nature, our inner state. But I feel for some of you, you could literally be finding your home, and that's why I'm getting this energy of settling and grounding. And there could have been some confusion or ambivalence around a living situation or where you wanted to be. And I just see there's a sense of, yeah, being a homebody potentially, or wanting to spend more time at home, but feeling really good and grounded where you're at. You also have joy of life, trust, open your hands, share, let go. I also feel like there's an increase in abundance or material resources. Again, home, finances. If there's been fears or doubts around that, I see that balancing out as well. But with joy of life, again, it's like coming back to life where you're literally loving and enjoying every moment, right? Because ultimately happiness is not found in the future, it's found now. And it's like you may be removing obstacles or barriers that have obstructed your happiness. You may be like getting rid of toxic people, environments. I'm getting slow living for this group as well. Like you may be kind of slowing down, you know, spending more time in nature, seeing someone just kind of playing with a pet, family members, just being in a really joyful Zen energy. And for those of you who are coming out of a year, or who have come out of several years of chaos or a lot of activity, it's like you may be needing this respite, or you may be needing a little bit of time to just relax and recharge, regenerate your energy. Yeah, you have release with the moon. I feel like any negativity or toxicity is leaving your life in 2025. Now, some of that is because you're literally making choices and clearing, people, situations, and energy from your life. But I also feel it's like the end of struggle. This is not a year where I see you really struggling or stressed or overwhelmed. I feel like you're coming into balance again. And it's going to feel really grounding as well. You have success here with Black Panther. Yeah, on the Six of Pentacles. So again, I do think there's blessings in regards to material resources, finances, stability, especially if that's felt a little evasive in previous years. I just see you coming back to self. With success, it ties into the message I had earlier, where for some of you, I feel like what you consider success is changing or has changed. Like you may not define success the way you once did. And this could be a year where I mentioned starting a new foundation. Some of you may literally be building a new home, moving to a new home or location, starting a family. But there's something about this year that marks the starting point for the next cycle, for the next, I want to say 10 to 20 years. It's like a blank slate where you're literally starting fresh. You also have root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies and in the physical world. Yep, you're getting really grounded. Not just in regards to material resources, but also your physical body. I was getting that. There could be a focus here, again, on holistic health, holistic living. It's making me think of those lifestyle kind of influencer channels where they're all about kind of slow living, mindful consumption, living more green even, or not even green, but having a more wholesome, natural diet. You just may be experimenting with, for example, herbal remedies, or, I'm seeing someone that's developing a green thumb and they're spending a lot more time in nature. You also have heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Yeah, with this heart chakra energy, again, it's funny you were drawn to that jade crystal. Very strong emphasis on love, on, the people that you love, family, it could be children or spouse. I just see you really focusing on yourself and what feels right for you. You also have Akasha. Strip back and simplify, look to your origins. And it's funny, it's sitting on the card with your natural core, getting back to the core. And that's what I feel for you. Some of you, again, could be getting into kind of minimalism, or it doesn't have to be to that extreme, but I keep seeing like you're shedding a lot, I feel, in 2024. Even at the start of 2025, you may be letting go of a lot, not just physically and materially, but even internally. Like old ideas of what you wanted, what you thought was important. Some of you may be turning your back, for example, on consumerism or these notions of success that are very much tied into, vast amounts of material wealth. Your definition of success and abundance and happiness has shifted or is shifting this year. And it's completely changing your lifestyle and how you move through the world. And it's fully aligning your values with what truly matters. You have expansion. Galactivations, initiation, ancient Egypt. I feel like there is a lot of expansion for you spiritually and energetically, and it is going to show up in the material realm, but there's definitely in this group, I'm not getting a huge emphasis on the material realm. I keep getting, there is in the sense of a home base, but there's a really strong emphasis on joy, well-being, taking care of yourself and the people you love. You also have perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Yeah, it's like I'm drawn here to free me from the prison, because it's making me feel there's certain beliefs or ideas that could have been operating for you even subconsciously that were driving your life choices and your decisions. It's really giving me that film of, it's making me think of a Netflix documentary. It's something about, buy now, or something about, it was a documentary on consumerism that came out recently, but it's giving that, where they were talking about how marketing and, advertising pretty much encourages people on subliminal levels to want to consume more, right? To always want the next thing, to replace things more readily. There's something here about recognizing what matters and shedding societal beliefs. It could have been pressures you faced in childhood or at an earlier age, in adolescence perhaps. Your idea of what a perfect life is, who you should be, what matters and what doesn't has completely shifted. Even security, you may not find, like, what you define as security may not be what you considered it before. I keep getting, it's like your belief system or your model of value has completely done a 180 and it's changing how you live, or there's just this fine tuning where you're really focused on what matters. And you have trust. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And this ties into the initial message where I was saying, if you have felt a little uncertain or there was something that has been unresolved or you're worried about, right? Like, especially in terms of stability, but just in general, it's like this path is going to appear. And I almost use the phrase, I feel like it's going to be miraculous. But when I say miraculous, I don't mean necessarily extravagant, but it's like it's going to just show up, or something's going to, come together or fall into your lap where, things just work out, or things come together in a way that the worry you had has settled and you're glad things went the way they did. And it's like it's restoring your dance with life, where you're able to trust and flow with the movement of, yes, life, but also your higher self. And I feel like there's going to be this beautiful flow state that you're in where you're feeling really provided for or taken care of by the universe, by the divine, because of some of these changes that you've experienced. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So for this group, what I feel is you're coming into a drastically different life and different experiences in 2025. And what I'm seeing with the 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you, there could have been certain situations that felt as though they kept replaying, or you kept kind of meeting the same types of people, or because I'm getting Groundhog Day, where it's like, when is this cycle going to end? Or when is this going to shift? When am I going to have my breakthrough? When are things going to change for me? And it's like you may be getting, it may change, I'm hearing, with an epiphany. There's something about the way you think or the way you feel about yourself and your life that changes everything for you. But yeah, it may come with a, flash of insight, a download, an epiphany, or an awareness of what the issue really was. And with that awareness, you're now able, or fully how to solve it, how to fix it, what to do, how to proceed. It's like new doorways and pathways are opening up for you, but I just keep hearing it starts in the mind with this King of Swords energy. There's something that shifts in your mindset, or it's like you're seeing things more clearly here. For some of you as well, this literally involves a download or an idea you receive. It might be some insight that kind of comes to you out of the blue and it takes you out of this energy. With 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, it can be like, why, and especially with 10 of Wands here as well, it's like, why does this keep repeating? Or why do I keep, why am I constantly burdened with toxic relationships? Or this will play out in different areas of your life, but some of you, I'm hearing, may have felt like you failed at something, or that life just isn't working for you, right? For some of you, I feel like this could be like a literal change that you were trying to initiate. This could be like a breakthrough with your career, with what you're doing in the world, even in terms of connection. It's like, why do I keep hitting a brick wall? And it's like, you're going to have that missing piece that either brings you that success, brings you that breakthrough moment, or you're going to be seeing very clearly how to unbind yourself, which then moves you into a new energy, which opens up all these doors. Maybe a little bit of both, to be honest. But there's a sense that things really take off for you this coming year and things drastically change. And I'm hearing they change permanently. This isn't like, oh, I make some progress and then I slip back. This is permanent change and being in a very different energy to where you were previously. Yeah, with 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, there's a sense as well of, yes, it can be boredom, but what was presenting to you wasn't satisfying, right? Or it's like you were getting less than you deserve, feeling like, why do I, you know, I try to give unconditional love. Why do I keep attracting relationships that are somewhat toxic, or the person can't meet me at that level? Or, you know, I've put in a lot of effort into this venture, this career path, but I feel like I'm not reaping, the fruits of my labor. That's what I'm getting. It's like coming up short, and it's like now you're getting all of it with the 10 of Cups. It's like all these doors are opening. So this could be pertaining to more than one area of your life, especially improvements I'm feeling in regards to career or business pursuits, and also in regards to relationships. But it's something that shifts in your mind, that changes your energy field and your beliefs. Your first oracle is Ether and Matter. Spiritualized matter, new life, sparkles, bedding in the light. Yeah, I'm drawn here to new life. I feel like some of you may start a brand new life, or it's going to feel 2025 moving forward is going to feel like nothing you've experienced previously. There's a big shift here. I also feel when you look at the depiction in this card, it does give soulmate energy for me, where it's like you're meeting, you know, people soul to soul. So you may also find and feel like, finally, I'm meeting people that are aligned to me. Finally, I'm meeting people that are on the same wavelength, who understand me, who can meet me where I'm at. Because I just keep hearing coming up short, and I feel like in the past, or even you may be going through this currently, it just feels like, why do I not, you know, you may be feeling a little bit down about yourself or your life or certain experiences, and it's like, why do I not match or find my match? Why don't I find people that, you know, how would I say? Because I'm seeing visually, you know, kind of cookie cutter, like going with the herd, in the sense of those who kind of think alike and stay in the bubble. The bubble being like the matrix or fear, right? In a more limited or smaller life or existence. And then I'm seeing someone here who's very, what's the phrase? You could be adventurous, but you're grand, your energy is very expansive, right? Free thinking, imaginative, powerful. And it's like meeting people that help to fuel that fire rather than dampen the flames. You also have travel. Inner and outer journeys, believe in yourself, big shifts. Yeah. Also, your confidence is getting a big boost. Because I feel like some of these experiences, or even some of the people around you, may have kind of dampened how you felt about yourself, or affected how you felt about yourself, or what you felt was possible for yourself and in your life. And it's like, now you're like, no, like I can, you know, I can achieve more, I can do more, I can create more, and you're in a much more, you know, expansive energy. Yeah, you have cosmic circles. Create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. For this group, I feel like 2025 is the year of unlimited possibilities, especially with this card and the 7 of Cups, because I feel like there's doorways and portals that are opening up to you that you have wanted for a long time. And this isn't just one area of your life. It's like it's all areas, but it's almost giving like I don't want to say it like this, but there could be an energy of overnight success, or from rags to riches, in the sense that your life circumstances may pivot and change very drastically. Or this could be someone that's, for example, been single for 10 years and then they meet, you know, the most divine soulmate, and they're in a really beautiful, happy union. There's something about your life seems, because I keep getting Groundhog Day, where there's something that you felt like you couldn't get yourself out of, or it keeps repeating. And it's like, how do I attract in what I want? And there's something that shifts, yes, within you, or there's an idea, an insight, something that you undertake that changes the game for you. Blessing beyond the soul path. Honor or life, exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. Yeah. And I'm getting this energy as well, where it's like the blessings. You may have felt like you're in the desert phase. And I'm getting that because there's the 5 of Pentacles here. It could have felt like, you know, where's the water? Where's the life? Why is everything so, I don't know if dull is the right word, but it may have felt kind of bleak, perhaps. And it's like now the sun is shining on you. Things are growing, blooming around you. It's like it may have really tested your faith, and you may have felt at times like things aren't going to change, or there could have been an energy of losing hope almost. Yeah, you have truth sitting above strength. Again, there may be some truths that are revealed to you on a mental level in regards to your mindset or your beliefs. For example, if I constantly experience lack, or I constantly come up, you know, every time I go to start a business or move forward with my career, I hit a brick wall. I may then form the belief, oh, I'm never going to be successful. So there could be an epiphany or a revelation related to certain constructs that you've developed mentally that are keeping you stuck. Honestly, I think it's a mix of both. I think the divine is kind of giving you downloads and insights in regards to certain ideas or impulses you may have in terms of, you know, career. This could be like starting something or moving in a particular direction. But I also think the divine is revealing to you certain aspects of yourself that may need to be released or healed in order to move ahead. Yeah, you have truth and enlightenment. And with enlightenment sitting above the Seven of Cups, again, there could have been, you may be someone that has a lot at your fingertips in regards to your own talents, your own abilities, your own resources. But at times it can be difficult to act, or there can be even certain fears we hold mentally that make it difficult to really take action on our potential or to fully actualize it and create something from it in the material world. There could be this energy now where these truths or these revelations have released you from these limits that enables you to move ahead, that enables you to take action, that enables you to, I was going to say construct your own life, but craft your own life, really manifest your life in a way that feels authentic. You also have Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. See, with enlightenment here as well, for some of you, you're working with certain spiritual techniques or spiritual principles to heal the mind. You could be working with affirmations, subliminals. You may just really be shifting your mind and mindset as it pertains to your path moving forward. With Gaia as well, I'm getting this really, especially because it's sitting above the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing you creating something tangible on the earth, right? I see you taking kind of cerebral energy or a mental idea or a vision and grounding it and literally bringing it to form in the physical, which brings you tremendous amounts of abundance and success. For some of you as well, you may resonate with being a visionary or a dreamer where you get even a channel for the divine. You get a lot of downloads and you may see a lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs, but what was missing was some of this physical action, or you felt held back in regards to your life or your resources, or there was something that was not allowing you to fully jump in, and that's what's shifting as well. Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. You have that twice here. That Ten of Cups. And it's like operating from that principle that we are all one is also very potent when it comes to manifestation, because from that, you know, from that concept, whatever I do or extend outwards, I receive. And it also makes one aware that lack is impossible, right? If I'm all that is, I can't lack for anything. So it could be as well that you kind of shifted out, or you are in the process of shifting out of any type of lack mindset or a negative mindset, which enables you to fully act on this, because you have Sword of Truth. So we had King of Swords and we had Truth here as well. Freedom, Warrior of Light, stop holding yourself back. Yeah, I feel like, and again, that sword energy, I'm getting it was mental energy that was causing the block. And we had creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. Yeah, I kept hearing like creating your life, manifesting your life, bringing something to life. For this group, I feel with this card, I always get genius energy, right? Like a creative genius or someone that has an idea or a venture or a product that can change the game or change the world in their own unique way. And it's like it's like you're bringing it into form, or certain pieces of the puzzle, certain truths and facets are slotting into place that are enabling you to enact this. You have Despair. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. See, I feel like you may have felt like you were coming up short, or that life was working against you, but you're going to realize that life was always working for you to get you to this point. It was preparation with that Five of Pentacles. And the reason you were getting perhaps less than what you deserve, or feeling like you got the short end of the stick, is because you were never meant to be there. You were never meant to be in those places. You were never meant to stay in those jobs, and you were never meant to be in those relationships, because had you stayed there, it would have kept you from your own greatness. It would have kept you from the path that you're on now that brings this into the world. You have clarity. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. Yep. Definite clarity. You have clarity sitting on enlightenment. So yeah, there's a lot of clarity, insights, downloads, and it's like spirit is almost giving you the blueprint or the plan. For some of you, this is like your spiritual blueprint and what you need to know to move further in regards to this, you know, in regards to the earthly or physical realm. But it's like you're going to see very clearly, okay, intuitively, you're going to sense very clearly, okay, this is my next step. This is what I need to release or let go of. This is how I'm going to move forward. And it's like everything is slotting into place, and you're going, that despair is going to be replaced with joy. Joy, success, abundance, victory. It's like your narrative and the path you were on was always the path to greatness, but it may not have appeared that way visually. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. Okay, so for this year, I feel for many of you, there's a really beautiful connection here. I see a beautiful connection, or connections, I should say, because essentially what I'm seeing is finding your tribe. With this starseed or star child card, I feel like, again, you guys may be star seeds, but you may resonate with feeling very different to other people. I think for this group, you have a lot of spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, and it may have been really difficult to conform or fit into society. And it's like now you're finding the people, the friendships, the community that are fully aligned to you. Because I feel like in the past, you may have had people that tried to, I'm hearing the phrase like cut you down to size, in the sense of mold you to fit their, you know, a box, or fit their dictate of who you should be, rather than who you actually are. So essentially, you may have had a lot of barriers to being your authentic self, to showing up in a way that feels right for you, to express, you know, your natural talents, your desires, your gifts, your abilities. And it's like now you're fully showing up in that energy. You feel fully able to express yourself, to, you know, live authentically. I'm getting a really joyous, free energy. But it's like freedom at the level of the inner child. And with star child as well, some of you may have literally done some inner child work, and that's why you're showing up in this energy too, where you can fully be yourself. I'm hearing as well for this group, you've completely healed from the past, or from someone's influence from the past, I want to say. Especially with Six of Cups, I'm getting like childhood, school system, healing from some of these ideals or some of these energies that were put upon you. I just heard now they can't touch you. And I think it's also because you've developed a level of strength within yourself. You're so solid within yourself. It's like no one can tell you who you are, or no one can try to convince you of, you know, what's right for you or what direction you want to move in. And with this High Priestess as well, you could also resonate with being an empath. And you could have had a tendency to really absorb the energy of others. And you may have had to take time in solitude. With that High Priestess, I'm getting someone who's spending a lot of time either in spiritual practice or just really going within and healing. And I feel like that's made all the difference, because now it's like you're fully attracting in and vibrating at a level of authenticity where you can attract those who are fully resonant with you, not even in terms of relationships, but also in terms of work and career. Like finding, you know, the work, the opportunities, the friendships, the relationships that feel really supportive and aligned for you and for your highest good. And with the Ace of Swords, it's like, how do I say? It's like the limitations that others tried to put on you, or what they told you was not ideal or that you would have to change. It's like they're your strengths now, right? It's like those quirks or those differences that we have ultimately are what can make us very successful if we don't suppress them within ourselves. And I feel like you've reached that epiphany of I just heard there's nothing wrong with me. It was never about me. It was that I was different or I didn't fit in that model, that system. For this group, I get really strong energy of like new earth, right? Like living, you may be quite progressive, future focused, where you're always thinking of better ways to live, better ways to relate. You may vibrate or resonate at that level of unconditional love and being in that really high frequency. So for you, systems that are based on fear and lack and competition may just have never resonated with you. This group, you may have really struggled in school as well, but just in childhood in general. I just keep getting that energy. It's like now you know who you are, what's right for you, and you're fully backing yourself. I also get this energy that you're your own best friend. It's like whether people validate you or not now, it doesn't matter because you have all that love and validation within yourself. But it's like 2025, it's like now it's being reflected outward to you in your connections, in your career and work life. All areas of your life are now slotting into place. And with 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands, I do feel for some of you, this is a really beautiful union. This is like very strong soulmate energy, but it's like I don't want to use the term your other half because I believe we're whole within ourselves, but someone who perfectly complements you, right? Like match made in heaven. And it's like by design, spiritually speaking. And you know, when you meet these connections that are so aligned and it makes you very clear in terms of why they weren't aligned previously, and there's something about the quality of relationships coming into your life, because I don't feel this is just romantic, although I am getting a really strong soulmate energy. I feel like this can also be soul family, community. This can be like meeting friends or having a community around you that are very aligned spiritually. But I just keep getting this sense of it's like you fit together beautifully or you complement each other. These are connections as well that are based on unconditional love, mutual trust and support, where you both, or I shouldn't say both because there could be multiple new connections in your life this year, but there's a sense of, you know, they come together in a way that's really seamless and there's a lot of flow or synergy between you all. It's like like-minded souls who, you know, share similar visions perhaps or can think in the same way. They're individuals that really think and consider, you know, what's needed for a better world, a better future. You have divine cosmic mother womb. You are loved, you are safe, rest now, sleep well. I just heard laying your past to rest. And for some of you with cosmic mother womb here, this could have been healing a relationship with a mother figure or a maternal figure. But just in general, I feel like you've had to reparent yourself. If you weren't able to receive, you know, that love and support, that unconditional love and support from parental figures, perhaps you became that for yourself. And that's why you're in this beautiful kind of self-validating energy now, because you didn't have that to rely on. So you sustain yourself internally. But it's like when we're in this frequency, eventually it's going to spill over into the physical and be reflected in connections. But I also was getting with this card, it's like fully letting go of the past. For those of you where it's like it still niggles at you or there's still some wounding or pain around how you've been treated previously, I feel like you're letting that go completely. You're forgiving it. You're forgiving, you know, individuals from the past, those who perhaps couldn't show up for you the way you needed to. I'm getting really deep inner child healing. You have observed. Loving eyes see all. Equanimity, see the truth, step back. Yeah, you're seeing yourself clearly, because I feel like with this Ace of Swords, you cleared away all the projections, the limitation, the fear that other people tried to put on you. It's like because you wouldn't conform perhaps, or because, you know, there was something about your energy that was very different to those around you or those raising you, that could have been a little bit triggering or threatening to them. And it's like you're not carrying that for them anymore. It's like you've let it go, you're releasing it, and you're kind of moving in the direction that feels right for you. I just heard as well, honoring yourself. You're definitely putting your needs first, but also putting your truth first. You're not allowing the opinions or ideas of others or ideals of others to influence what you know is right and what you want for your future. We have emergence, celebrate sensuality, joy, right to enjoy truly living. That's what I feel. I feel like there's this energy of I can fully embrace life and enjoy life being who I am and who I've always been. It's like if there was parts of yourself that were in hiding previously, it's like you've come into a place of integration where you've called back all your power, all your energy. You're very clear in terms of who you are and what you want moving forward. Also, I'm noticing 222, which for me is a number of angelic protection. And we have universe. So master number 11, Archangel Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, micro, macrocosm. Yeah, I feel like you came home within yourself. You came to a place of wholeness, and now that's being reflected to you in the connections that you attract to the people around you. I'm just getting this really strong energy as well of peace of mind. Like, how do I say it? You know, when we're living our authentic life and being completely authentic and things just seem to come together, like we meet the right people, we, you know, come into alignment easily. There's this, I shouldn't say easily, but that's what it's feeling like. If things were an effort before, it's because you hadn't found your place, your niche, your tribe. And it's like now that's really shifting for you. We also have stillness here on the High Priestess. For some of you, I feel like you may have gone into solitude with the High Priestess and stillness, or you've had a lot of, for example, spiritual awakenings, a lot of shifts in terms of, this could be like a spiritual practice, and that's created a lot or served as a catalyst for a lot of change for you as well. But it's like coming out of hermit mode or coming out of a time of spiritual solitude to find, for some of you, this is like a soul union, soul tribe, just having that beautiful community. Because for some of you, I feel like you've learnt all you could from this season of solitude. It enabled you to restore your connection to self, to come into a place of wholeness. But it's like there's nothing more to be gained from that cycle. You have blessings on the Page of Wands. Yeah. I feel like your energy as well, you may resonate with being someone that was very kind of joyful, playful, very high vibrational. I'm getting like also fairy pixie energy, like very playful, spontaneous, funny, like vivacious, right? But it could have been, you could have been around people that weren't so colorful, weren't so vibrant at a soul level, and that could have been quite triggering for them. And it's like you're bringing out more of that play. As you've done this inner child healing, I feel like you're playing more, you're expressing yourself more, your creativity has gone to the next level. I just see you being in a really vibrant, bright energy, and there's no aspect of yourself that needs to be suppressed or hidden. Okay, authority. Yeah, I was getting that. Healing from authority figures, parental figures. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And I feel like you became that own authority for yourself, right? In this receptive, wise, loving energy rather than an authoritarian frequency. You also have fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. That's what I feel like you've done and become. And it's like you've become the fullest version of yourself. You've bloomed essentially. And it's like that's calling in, for some of you, again, I am getting union energy. And even with this swan, it makes me think of like a really long-standing union. But I feel like this is across the board. I also see it in terms of friendship and community. You have inner child. Innocence, self-awareness. Yeah, definite inner child. It's like your inner child is coming to life. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of magic that shows up this year, but some of it's going to be unexpected, or it's like you're going to be in the right place at the right time, synchronistic meetings. You know, it could be creative ideas or opportunities to collaborate. I just feel a lot of excitement and joy for you. Yeah, like that energy where your inner child is singing, is lit up. Community, healing, division, teamwork, freedom. Yeah, you set yourself free with the Ace of Swords beneath that. You set yourself free by the limitations of other people or what they tried to put on you or who they tried to tell you to be. And work. But you could be joining a community as well. This could be new work endeavors, new creative collaboration. We have, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. yeah, you're just a light, right? You're a light on this earth, because I'm getting this sun here. It's like you have a lighthouse energy where you help to light up every room you walk into. Whatever you create and touch, or whatever you're doing for work, you bring light and positivity and joy in everything you do. And what you're doing may be expanding, or you may be increasing your reach, or you may have a new idea, venture, or collaboration that you're working on in 2025. Yeah, positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. That's who I feel you are. I think you're so light-filled. You have this energy. Again, you're a beacon of light. You bring joy, gratitude, peace wherever you go. But it could have been difficult at times because you may not have been around people who were high vibrational. They may have been in a negative vibration or a more difficult vibration. And it's like now you're meeting other lighthouses. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So for this group, I feel you've attained a level of, self-mastery, spiritual growth. I just feel like your energy is so balanced. And this can be also in terms of masculine and feminine polarities, but I also feel like you've done a lot of inner work. There's a lot of changes that have happened within you, because I keep hearing the phrase self-mastery specifically. It's like now you've attained that level of self-mastery, or now, you're at a frequency where you can, I just said make your dreams come true, but I'm also seeing with this star, and I just said touch the stars. So for some of you as well, it's like this inner work was preparation for what you're about to do next. And for many of you, I feel like it involves bringing your dreams to life, right? Or bringing a vision to life. Because with Master Hilarion as well, I feel like you've attained a lot of, self-mastery. You could have also, I had just heard the phrase self-discipline. So there could have been a lot of work that you've done in terms of disciplining yourself, disciplining your mind, gaining greater self-awareness, self-mastery, self-understanding. And it's like that may have been necessary as an initial, phase or path in order for what you're about to do next. Because with 9 of Cups and 6 of Wands, I see a lot of success, but I feel like 2025 may be the year where you're either starting or you're starting to lay the foundations. Right? Like it may not reach its full pinnacle of success this year, but there's something big that you're working on. Because like now I'm hearing that song, You Make My Dreams Come True. There's something big that you're working on that changes the game for you and changes the narrative or script of your life. It sets you on a new trajectory, sets you on a new path. Yeah, there's a lot of change coming in for you. But what's funny is when you see this card depiction, I keep getting this really still Zen energy. Like I'm getting the energy of a monk. What do they call it where you like disappear to work on a project? I think they call it monk mode, where you kind of like go off the radar and you're just kind of really focused on yourself, your own pursuits, your own, your own ideals, and you're not giving a lot out externally. I see that for some of you. Like there could be this kind of creative hiatus or this entrepreneurial hiatus where you're taking time away to cultivate or craft something. For some of you as well, I feel like with Justice, I heard you have come into perfect balance, but this could also be karmic balance with this Queen of Swords, where you've had to release or cut away a lot of karmic frequencies. These could be definitely karmic relationship, groups, workplace, even within yourself, because I'm hearing you've been cleansed or your energy has been cleansed and cleared. So you could have released a lot of, negative thought patterns, belief systems, ideals that didn't serve you anymore. And it's like now you're in this beautiful state of alignment, peace of mind. I just see you really grounded and centered and unshakable. And I feel a large part of your success is going to come because you cultivated and built internally first, right? You did the inner work first, which gave you this really beautiful, stable foundation before crafting in the physical world. And I feel like that is potentially going to lead to, a lot of success physically, but it's coming from the right place. I also think you're fully aligned at a soul level with your highest path, with your destiny. And that's also going to create, beautiful, I want to say the fruits of your labor, beautiful outcomes for you. Okay, first oracle, we have forgiveness. See bigger picture, trust and heal. I feel like you've already done that with justice. But again, I feel like you may have had to do a lot of healing, forgiveness work, release work, letting go of people, situations and energies that just don't serve you or didn't serve you. And it's like now you're moving forward. But I feel like you've always trusted in a higher plan. And you've always trusted that things would work out for you. That good things were coming, that there was, you know, you would be able to manifest, to live your dreams, to change your life. I feel like there's a lot of change coming for you. But it's almost, now I'm seeing like a butterfly in my mind's eye, and there's a sense that this transformation has already taken place. And it's like you were in this cocoon and it was a catalyst to get you here. For this group though, I do think there's a really strong, it's like your spiritual mastery, your self-mastery is going hand in hand with the results you reap in the physical world. So I feel like this inner work you either have done or are continually practicing, because I feel for some of you may have a really solid spiritual practice or some sort of routine that helps you stay in this frequency. And I feel like that's going to complement what you're creating and building. We have sovereignty. Right to choose, immunity to hooks. Again, I feel like you've really kind of come into your own and you're very much your own person. And with that dragon energy as well, I am getting confidence, you know, being assertive, being powerful, being in a really beautiful energy. With sovereignty as well, you may be kind of coming out of a cocoon, or you're in this energy where you're not afraid to stand alone, speak up, you know, share your dreams, share your gifts, share your ideas. I see you in a very confident energy. We have Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, trust, time of growth. You have trust here twice. Yeah, with pearls as well, it makes me think like this could have taken a long time to cultivate. And, you know, what you consider a long time could vary, but I feel like this may have been an arduous journey to get you to this place of mastery. There could have been a lot of challenges, especially karmically speaking. Yeah, with it sitting on the Queen of Swords, again, I kept getting there may have been a lot you've had to cut out, or a lot of people that you've potentially had to cut off to get here, to help you ascend. You also have abundance, fullness of source, enough for all, open. I feel like you're fully open to the divine plan. And with fullness of source, I feel like you're in a consciousness of source energy, right? You're fully in this vibration of being open to universal energies, to spirit, to new opportunities as well, I want to say. You also have here taking risks. And then you also have transformation here with the butterfly. And we get this eagle-eye view. There's definitely a bigger plan or a bigger vision that you've incarnated to create. And with taking risks and transformation, again, this may require you to put yourself out there or take a leap of faith or just really be in this progressive energy. But with transformation here in this butterfly, what I'm hearing is you're ready. Even if it could feel a little scary, I feel like you've been through, you know, a lot of transformation yourself. You've been through a lot of changes, and Spirit keeps saying you are ready for this shift. You are ready to kind of, I keep hearing like step into your destiny or fully fulfill your purpose. There's an alignment that's happened here. Okay, we have Divine Masculine. And we have 22, which is a master number. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong focus and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom, sitting on the 9 of Cups. So that's exactly what I see you doing. 2025 is a year you come out of, this could be like spiritual practice or inner work, and into physical action to bring a vision to form. With this card, with Master Hilarion, I feel like this energy here is one of stillness, right? Where I'm getting this, you're taking more action, but you're doing it from a place of peace, from being really centered within yourself. It's not like an energy of like, oh, go get our force, make it happen, you know, like Nike, just do it. It's not that energy. You are taking action, but you're maintaining your spiritual center. You're maintaining your place of focus, your centered energy. Okay, now you have change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Yeah, exactly. You're definitely creating something. And again, with the Six of Wands, it brings a lot of success and victory, but it may not be right now. Like it may, in 2025, maybe the starting point of success, but I feel like this could grow exponentially over, say, you know, a couple of years, a decade. I just see it really expanding. But it's like now you may be needing to take that leap of faith or those initial steps to build. We have regeneration, acceleration, change, shamanic wisdom. So we have change again. I feel like you've already done a lot of shadow work and inner work, especially with that card sitting above forgiveness. I feel like you've been through those cycles of inner excavation, of release. But again, with acceleration and change, it's like there's a new story for you. There's a new story that's willing or ready to be told. There's a new beginning here. There's a new energy. You also have Goddess Spiral, rites of passage, dreams, support. Yeah, it's like the passage, this timeline has shifted for you, and I keep hearing you're now ready to bring your dreams to life. With support, I really feel that's divine support. I feel as though that's divine or universal energies that are conspiring in your favor. But with sovereignty and taking risks, I feel like you need to take action on it. For some of you, you've cultivated such a level of, say, wisdom, knowledge, self-mastery. What you're creating or building could tie into these themes and topics. And Spirit is saying you've cultivated enough through your life experiences and through your journey. It's now time to bring it into form. It's now time to either share it with others or... And again, it'll vary for all of you what this is, but for some of you, you may resonate with being, you know, with self-mastery and personal growth, right? Whether that's in the form of a spiritual teacher, a healer, someone, a writer, a thought leader, someone that's bringing, you know, wisdom, information, helping others change and transform. Because I'm hearing you've mastered change and transformation within yourself and your own life, and now you may be sharing that with others. You have confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Yeah, I feel like you're coming into an energy of confidence and courage, but it's very grounded because it's divine courage, right? It's coming from source. You know, it's the divine operating and flowing through you. It's not coming through force or will or, you know, that egoic energy of trying to make things happen. And that would also explain why I was getting more of a peaceful energy from you. Like, even though you are taking action and taking risks, there's still that energy of being very grounded, very centered, and maintaining either your spiritual practice or your spiritual center. And you have change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. Look, you have butterflies twice as well here. But how many times have we seen change for you? So again, there's a lot of change here. But it's change that comes from you taking risks and you being willing to take action. And again, I see you taking small steps, and that may be as well why you're still in this very peaceful energy, because you're not overwhelming yourself or trying to force things to happen. There's a really grounded energy. You know, I'm hearing step by step. There's a lot of patience. Yeah, and that's enabling you as well, I feel, to have greater peace of mind and be more so in that flow state. And again, I don't want to say effortless. There's still action here, but it's a sense that things kind of come together, or the universe is guiding your steps. So you feel very supported in what you're doing. And there's not, you know, there's not so much fear or apprehension of, oh, how is this going to happen? Or when is it going to happen? What do I need to do next? Like, there's no overthinking here. And again, for those of you with this self-mastery card, I feel many of you have cultivated a very high level of, you know, mental mastery. I'm not getting an energy here of overthinking, giving into fear, you know, giving into lack or limiting thoughts. I feel like you know how to bring your mind back into balance. And I feel like that's really going to serve you when it comes to, you know, taking steps or certain actions that you undertake moving forward. And for some of you as well, you're going to feel as though the divine is really supporting you with the larger plan or the bigger picture, as though life is kind of working for you, not against you, because of the state of alignment that you've attained. And that's why for this group, I think your spiritual practice is instrumental to your success and your career path, because I feel like they go hand in hand. And again, that could be because some of you, that's the field that you're wanting to build your career in. But for others of you, I just feel like maintaining that alignment is what helps to support you in this process moving forward. But overall, 2025, I feel like is going to be remembered as a very blessed year for you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.